Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new video. Now for today's video we are going to be reviewing some new Makeup Revolution skincare and makeup products. Now I'm super excited for all of these products because it took quite a bit of time to come in the post. I ordered this on the 12th of April and it came yesterday, which was the 22nd of April. But I can understand with everything going on right now why the post will be delayed. But let's just dive in. I have also added some new lights to my mirror to make my background look a little bit nicer. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think of my new lights. Now with the Makeup Revolution brand themselves, they have a lot of different brands within their brand. Now what this means is they have Revolution, they have Revolution Pro, they have Revolution Skincare, and they have, I think it's called Revolution X, but again I'm not sure whether they actually have products for that line yet. So if they do, I will pop that down in the description box for you as well. Now this order, I have some products from Revolution, Revolution Pro and Revolution Skincare and the Revolution brand themselves. I am mega excited to try some of these products out. I have already tried 2 of the products out from my order, and then I also have some other products that I already own from the Revolution Skincare that I want to include in today's video as well, and just get you an idea of what other products they have to offer. Also, just before we get started as well, you can purchase these items on the Revolution website. You can also purchase them on Superdrug's website and Beauty Bay as well. But I will also link the websites for where you can purchase these products down in the description box for you guys as well. Okay, so to start things off with the Revolution skincare products, I just want to talk to you guys through the products that I have already tried out from their brand. So prior to this haul, I purchased the Jake Jamie X Revolution. This is a collaboration product, and I only really buy the Jake Jamie X Revolution face masks. They also do like their own face masks, but I just think the Jake Jamie ones are a lot more aesthetically pleasing. They do smell like food, they have food ingredients, and they just are really nice. So the first 2 products that I'm going to share with you is the products that got me really into these face masks. So the first one is the Jake Jamie Feed Your Face Watermelon Mask. This has watermelon seeds in it. This is a hydrating face mask, and it does sort of give you a warming sensation to the face when you do apply it, so don't be alarmed. With all of these face masks as well, you can typically leave them on for 10 to 15 minutes with every single face mask from this line. But bear in mind, some of the face masks don't actually specify that on the tub itself. I found that out yesterday when I reviewed one of the face masks on my Instagram. So I will link my Instagram down in the description box for you guys, like I do with all of my videos, so you can go over and check that out as well. So I just want to give you a close-up of what the packaging looks like, and then the inside of the watermelon one as well. And these smell like absolutely amazing. The scents of these are just chef's kiss. I love them. So the next one is the coconut, mango and chai seed face mask. This one is going to give you a really nice glowy appearance. You should use them 1 to 2 times a week, and I typically do that. I do 1 at the start of the week and 1 towards the end of the week. So obviously these 2 are the ones that I have been using for that purpose as well. So this is what the mango, chai seed and coconut one looks like with the packaging. And then as you can see, I have really been enjoying this one. So they're the 2 that I have already in my skincare collection. The rest of the products that I'm going to be talking about now are the products that I have purchased from the Revolution Beauty website. So the face mask that I have already tried out yesterday on my Instagram stories is the Feed Your Face Strawberry Donut Face Mask. This is absolutely amazing. The smell of this is just, oh, it just smells like heaven. It's just amazing. So this is what the face mask looks like up close with the packaging on the top. It's got a really cute donut on the top, and it's a nice pink colour with little strawberry chunks in it. And then this is what it looks like on the inside. And I did accidentally, when I tried this out yesterday, leave it on for more than 15 minutes, but that's fine. I think I left it on for like double the time because I just got a little bit carried away. But this is supposed to give you a glowy and reborn skin look, and it definitely did that for my skin yesterday. My skin, when I took the face mask off, instantly felt really nice and baby butt smooth. And then as I left the face mask on my face to do its thing, it didn't have any like metallic shimmer to it when I first initially put it on my face. But then when I went to take it off, it went really nice and shiny, and it literally looked like I had a liquid highlighter smeared all over my face. And that just shows me that the product is actually working and like developing over time to give you a glowy look. Out of the 3 of these that I have already tried out, this is my favourite one so far. So the next 2 face masks that I'm talking about from this order that I haven't actually tried out yet. I know which one I want to try out in today's video, but the next one is the avocado face mask, and this is designed to give you a nourished and smooth looking appearance, and it is also designed to gently exfoliate your skin. So when you get the face masks, this is how they come in their packaging, which is really nice and cute. And then this is what the avocado face mask looks like on the outside. And they do all come with these plastic protectors on the top of the pots, but I don't really keep those, so I just throw them straight in the bin. And then this is what the face mask looks like on the inside. So with this face mask, I'm not going to be using this one in today's video, but I will be trying this out later tonight on my Instagram stories. So make sure you do follow me over on my Instagram so you can get my raw opinion on this one. Okay, so we're actually going to be applying some product now. Sorry that it was a bit hefty of me talking. So we are going to be trying out this is called the mint chocolate chip face mask. I believe this is like their newest one, and I am mega excited to try this because this smells exactly like mint chocolate chip ice cream. Like, I could actually eat this. This is what the product looks like on the outside. Really nice and cute. It's got like the ice cream on the top, and then this is what the face mask looks like in the packaging, and then this is what it looks like with the lid off. With these face masks as well, you get 50 millilitres in here, and you would think that it's not that much product and it's a small amount and you're going to run out of it really quickly, but because you only use it 1 to 2 times a week, and a little does go a long way with these products, they do last quite a long time. And I know off the top of my head that these retail for roughly about £8, depending on what website you pick them up from. So this face mask says that it's formulated with zingy peppermint leaf to smooth and refresh your skin. So we're going to give this a go, and I'm really excited. When I apply my face masks, I typically use a mask brush. You can obviously apply it with your fingers, or you can apply it with a spatula, but I just feel like the best application for me is using a mask brush. And we're going to apply it. So I'm really nervous. I have already done my morning skincare routine. I've washed my face and my skin is really nice and prepped for the face mask. So let's put this on my face. So I'm getting a little bit on my brush like this, and we're going to apply it. Oh, very nice and cold, and instantly I can smell the mint chocolate chip smell. So these are very heavily scented. If you don't like scents, then steer clear from this because they are very scented and they do linger for quite a while. And I'm literally just taking a small amount at a time. I don't want to apply it too thick. You want a nice even layer, and I'm applying this all around my face like so, and you can see like all of the mint chocolate chip little chunks. I've just got a little bit closer for you guys so you guys can see the little mint chocolate chip chunks on my face. Hopefully you guys can see that. Oh, I am excited. I'm literally only dipping into the product like this on the top and getting about that much at a time when I am applying it to my face. Okay, so now that we have the face mask on, I'm going to leave this on for the maximum time, which is 15 minutes, and then we will come back and I will take the face mask off. I'll show you guys what the face mask looks like, obviously, before I take it off. Then I'll go to my bathroom, take it off, and then we will move on to some more products. Okay, so I'm back, and it has been just over 15 minutes, and I can see that the face mask has definitely done its thing. Like the green has sort of like gone away. I'm going to get up a little bit closer so you guys can see. So this is what the face mask looks like up close, and you can't really see the green from the face mask. This is what the colour of the face mask looks like in comparison to my face. You can actually see like it's gone pretty clear. It does have like a little bit of a green tinge to my face, but not significantly. And you can still see all of the brown chocolate chips on my face. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the bathroom and wash this off and let you guys know how my skin feels. So I have just washed off the face mask in the bathroom, and I definitely feel like my skin feels really nourished and soothed, which is what the face mask says it does. So far so good. I really like this face mask. If you guys want to see me test out the avocado one, definitely go over and check it out on my Instagram stories. Also, I did purchase the Revolution Cooling Boost Cucumber Eye Gel. I did try this out over on my Instagram yesterday as well, but I did just want to give it a little bit of a mention as well because I did purchase this within this order. So I won't be applying this today because I get a little bit funny about applying eye creams prior to putting my makeup on. I don't know why, but I just do. It's not really my thing. Some people do like to apply eye creams prior to putting their makeup on, but I'm just not that person. So if you want to see my reaction and my thoughts on this product, go and look at my Instagram as well. On to the makeup. We have a new primer to try out today. This is the Revolution Conceal and Fix Pore Perfecting Primer. I believe this is like sort of a similar concept to the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This says it is a velvet priming balm and you get 20 grams in here. I am going to pull my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer just to give you a side-by-side comparison of the two. Okay, so the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, it doesn't actually specify how much product you get in here, but the components are pretty much exactly the same. The components are pretty much exactly the same size, and the product looks kind of like the same colour. That is very, very similar. So this is the Revolution on this side, and this is the e.l.f. one on this side. And I'm going to dig my nail into the Revolution one. Pop it on the back of my hand, just a little pea-size amount, maybe a tiny bit more, and then I'm going to dip into the e.l.f. one with the other side of my hand and pop it on here. So I've got Revolution on this side and e.l.f. on this side, and I am just going to rub it in and see if they feel the same. So the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer feels a little bit more thick in consistency, whereas the Revolution one feels a little bit more lightweight. And obviously the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer is like my all-time favourite primer from the drugstore, so I do know how that one performs. So let's see if this one is pretty much the same. So I'm just going to dig my nail in like this and apply it to my face where I usually would apply my e.l.f. one. So I'm going to apply about that much to my face, and we're going to use our fingers to blend this out. And I used to apply the primer all over my face, but that made me run out of it really, really quickly. So I am just focusing this on the areas where my pores are really, really accentuated. Oh no, I've definitely applied way too much. Look at my face. It's okay, we've got our handy dandy face wipe to remove the excess product off my fingers. And I am just going to take a little bit off because I've applied way too much. And I don't know why, but this one just feels a lot more slippery and a lot more oily than the e.l.f. one. But it doesn't give like a horrible white cast when you blend it out. But it does definitely give like the same effect. Okay, so for foundation, I'm really excited to try this. This is the Revolution Pro CC Cream Perfecting Foundation with SPF 30. This says it's a moisturising, rich foundation that contains hyaluronic acid and collagen and antioxidants. So I know that hyaluronic acid is really good to help hydrate the skin, and I have this in the shade F3, and this is what the packaging looks like, and it does come with a pump. Of course we are going to compare the foundation to Revolution's other foundations that I have in my collection. We are going to compare the colours of the shade range. So my shade is the shade F3 that I usually buy in their foundations. So I have the Conceal and Hydrate and the Conceal and Define, and I'm going to swatch them on my hands and then swatch the Perfecting foundation to see if the colours are sort of the same. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see that. This is the Perfecting foundation that we're going to try out today. The middle one is Conceal and Define, and this one is Conceal and Hydrate. I kind of feel like the Perfecting one looks the darkest out of all three. Like, the colours don't look exactly the same, but they are quite close. On first application to my hand, comparing the foundations together, the Conceal and Define felt the most liquidy. The Conceal and Hydrate definitely does feel more hydrating on my hand than it does with the Perfecting foundation. This one does already have hyaluronic acid in it as well, but the Perfecting foundation, this is obviously a CC cream, so I'm expecting it not to have that much coverage because it is a CC cream, but this one I did feel the most thick out of all three. So enough of me nattering, we're going to apply the foundation to the face. And I'm going to take a Real Techniques Miracle Complexion sponge and do about 2 pumps on my sponge. And I am going to apply it with a sponge because that's what I typically do with my foundations, is apply it with a sponge rather than a brush. And I am just going to dot this all over my face, and we're going to go to town and blend this out. I'm really excited. Oh my god, for a CC cream this has quite a lot of coverage straight off the bat. Oh my god, this has so much coverage. What the hell? I actually swear I am a legit idiot. It says full coverage foundation on the back of the tube. I'm such a plonker. I didn't read the tube. Read the packaging before you apply the foundation. It doesn't say it on the box, does it? Yeah, it says it on the box as well. God's sake. But this does have so much coverage. Like, this looks really nice. That's a shame though, because I did kind of want it to not have that much coverage, because I don't actually have like a lesser coverage foundation in my makeup collection. I feel like the foundation has blended out really, really nicely. I do kind of look a little bit ghostly on camera, but I'm going to get a little bit closer so you guys can see what the foundation looks like. So this is what the foundation looks like up close, and I do look really pasty white. I do apologise, I don't have a tan, but I am really happy with how this looks on my skin. Even though it feels like really, really, really thick, it doesn't feel thick on my face, if that makes sense. It's very lightweight, and I feel like my skin is really, really sucking in the moisture of this foundation. Like, I definitely feel like my face is moisturised. Like, I can feel the moisture in this foundation. So far so good. This feels really, really nice. I will also update the description box and let you guys know how this wears throughout the day as well, and give you like my final thoughts down below in the description. Okay, so for concealer, this is not really a new product to me. This is just a repurchase of mine because I didn't have it in my collection and I really wanted to repurchase it again, and I loved it the first time I tried it out. This is the Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer, and I do also have the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer and the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer, and they're all in the shade CO.5, which is my shade. So I'm going to do swatches and see if they look the same in the colours. So we're going to do the same as what we did with the foundation. And I think they've got them pretty spot on. They look almost, they do look pretty identical, I must say. You can definitely tell by the swatches that these look different in coverage. This middle one is the Conceal and Define, and this end one here is the Conceal and Define Infinite, and you can definitely see that the Infinite one has a lot more coverage than the Conceal and Define. And you can see that the Conceal and Hydrate has a lot more shine to it. So we're going to apply the Conceal and Define Concealer. I'm really excited because I haven't worn this in so long, and I do like to have quite a bright under eye. And I know that this concealer is very full coverage, and I do know that this concealer does last quite a long time. So now that we have the concealer laid down and blended out, it is now time to set the face. So we have 2 setting powders today. We have a pressed powder and we have a loose setting powder. So what I'd like to do is I do like to set my concealer with a loose setting powder. So for our loose setting powder, we have the I Heart Revolution Banana Baking Powder, and I am very familiar with the formula of these because I do already own 2 of the scents. I have the coconut one, which has a little bit more of a white colour to it, and then I have the peach scented one, which has a little bit more of a peachy tone to the setting powder, and they do smell absolutely incredible. So we're gonna pop this on the face. This one has more of a yellow colour to it, as you guys can see there. I'm going to hold them up side by side so you guys can see what they look like side by side. Hopefully you guys can see that. So I'm actually really nervous about applying this because it is like a banana baking powder, so hopefully it's going to work on the face. And I love the packaging of this. Like, this probably has to be my favourite packaging of all 3 of them. And they all come with a powder puff as well, which I don't typically use these. I just like to use these to protect the product from coming out. And what I'm going to do is tap some in the cap. blend out any creasing that may have formed on my under eyes, and we are going to set using the beauty sponge. Oh, it's quite yellow. Uh-oh. Oh no. So that definitely has added a really yellow tinge to my under eyes, and it has kind of taken away that brightness to my under eyes, which is kind of disappointing, but I could probably get away with using this when I do have a bit of a tan, which is great. We can obviously fix this with some bronzer and stuff like that. But I'm going to get up a little bit closer so you guys can see that it is quite a yellow tinge to it. I didn't think it would be this yellow on my skin tone though. But the scent of this is lovely. So I'm just setting my forehead as well with this. My skin might look a bit uneven with this, but I might actually go in with this all over my face and then help it with the pressed powder that we've got. Hopefully this doesn't sabotage our makeup today, because I do want this to come out quite nice. And I am just setting my eyelids with a brush as well. This is a Real Techniques brush. So what I'm going to do is tip a little bit more in the cap, about that much if you guys can see that. And I'm going to take my big fluffy Real Techniques brush and set the rest of my face. Hopefully this doesn't look uneven. I think if you had a little bit more of a deeper skin tone than me, this might work for you, but it's not bad, it's just not the right colour for me. So I am a little bit disappointed with that the colour of this is a little bit too dark for me, but obviously I will use this, and the product is really, really nice, but it's just not the right colour. Obviously the formula of this product is absolutely incredible. I love all three of these. Like, the formula of them are spot on, like absolutely amazing, but obviously the colour of this is just slightly off for my liking. But I will definitely get some use out of this when I do have a little bit of a tan. Okay, so moving on to the next product. Hopefully this product is going to fix what is going on right now. We have the Revolution Pro CC Perfecting Pressed Powder to try out, and I do believe this is like one of their newest lines along with the foundation, and I have this in the shade Warm Ivory. So we're going to take it out of the box, and I love the packaging of these. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but it has like croc sort of snake skin vibe on the top. And then this is what the imprint looks like. It's so stunning. So what I'm going to do is go in with a different brush to the Real Techniques one. This is a Morphe E48 brush. And I'm going to take the pressed powder and try and brighten up my under eye with this. So that's what it looks like on the brush. And let's hope and pray to the makeup gods that this fixes what's going on. Yes, the makeup gods are on my side. This has a bit of pigment to it and it's not fully translucent. So I don't know whether you guys can see this on camera. The camera lighting might be a little bit too bright, but you can sort of see that this eye looks a lot more brighter in colour than this eye here. I have applied it to this portion of my eye where I did apply the concealer and to my eyelid, and I'm so happy that this product has helped this. So what I'm going to do is add it to this side of my eye, and I'm going to pop it on my eyelid as well on this side, and I think I'm going to pop it on my chin, across my nose, and just a little bit on my forehead. So I am actually really, really, really impressed with this. So what I'm going to do is do my eyebrows off of camera, and then we have a new bronzer to try out. Okay, so I'm back and the brows are done, and I used my Urban Decay brow blade in Neutral Nana and my Gimme Brow in the shade number 4. And I've also popped on my favourite lip balm. This is the Lalo Lips 101 ointment, and I love this as well, just to give my lips a little bit of a shine. Okay, so moving on to bronzer, I have the Revolution Pro Sculpting Bronzer with moisturising cocoa extract. Cocoa extract, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, and I've got this in the shade Keikyo. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, that's the name on the top there. A lot of people have said that they love this. I saw Soph Does Life review this on her YouTube channel, and I think she got the lightest shade. So this is what the outer packaging looks like, and then this is the pattern on the inside. And I'm really, really nervous to apply this. I'm just going to push my hair back, grab a big fluffy brush. This is a Morphe M527 brush, and dip into the product. This is a very like cool toned shade, and I'm not sure how pigmented this is, so I'm gonna just work in baby steps. Ooh, I like the colour of that. That looks really nice. And I'm going to take it on this side as well in little baby steps. I think this is a bit pigmented. And then I'm going to take it on my forehead as well. But I do actually like the shade of this. Not sure whether it has like any shimmer to it. I think it's just straight up matte. So that's the colour there on my hand as well. Swatched for you guys. And then I am going to go in with a smaller brush. This is a Morphe M405 brush, and sort of just focus this a little bit more. I like to do this technique to focus the bronzer in specific areas. I do feel like the bronzer has sort of clinged to this area here of my cheek, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure whether it's the foundation or the primer or the setting powder, I don't know, but on this side it looks fine, so I don't know why it's going a bit funny on that side of my face. I'm just going to take it on the jawline as well and hide all of the junk food I've been eating and no exercise I've been doing on this lockdown. And then what I'm also going to do is, because this has a little bit of pigment, I am going to tidy up the edges of my bronzer and take my Real Techniques brush and sort of use this to define my bronzer a bit. It just kind of gives you that more chiseled look, and it's a little bit more clean. And I like to do this with my Charlotte Tilbury or my Park Avenue Princess palette or my Rimmel Stay Matte. I am going to take my Morphe M173 brush. This is a concealer brush that I like to use for my nose contour, and yes, I have cleaned my brushes. Like, it took me ages to clean my brushes. I think it took me like 3 hours to do all of them, and I sat there the whole time watching the whole series of Too Hot to Handle that day. Like, that series on Netflix is like amazing. I was so addicted, and I'm quite sad that I watched it so quickly, because now I'm struggling to find another series to watch. So I'm taking this up my nose, and I'm going to do like harsh lines again, because since I tried that hack out from Soph Does Life on my previous video, I think it was my Glam on a Budget video, I've been doing it ever since. Kind of gone a little bit too harsh there, but hey ho. And then I'm going to veil over it with the Perfecting setting powder and press over it, sort of dull it out. I think I've gone a little bit too harsh on this side of my nose. And they didn't have a dedicated blush to this collection, I don't think, so I'm going to go in and pay a tribute to Makeup Revolution and use one of their blushes. This is the I Heart Revolution Pink Frosting Blush Trio, and I'm just going to mix the shades and pop this on the apples of my cheeks using a Morphe E4 brush. And this is like a very shimmery blush, and I really like this blush. I do go quite heavy handed with my blush because I love a blush at the minute. It's like my absolute favourite. I feel like it's kind of stole the show because highlighter used to be my favourite. And then before we do highlighter, I always do this. I'm going to apply my Jeffree Star Set and Refresh Mist to my face. I think this one's almost run out, so luckily I have some backups. And get my fan and gently press that into the skin. I've got it all in my hair. My hair's now wet, which is brilliant. And I feel like my base is really coming together and it looks really nice. And I don't have any eyeshadow to try out today, so I am just going to run the bronzer through my crease. Okay, so we are down to our final product to try out today, and this is the Revolution Pro Luster Highlighter Illuminator in the shade White Rose. This says it is a rose shaped highlighter with a high pigmentation and it's easily blendable. So let's see. So this is what the packaging looks like. Packaging wise, out of all three of the compacts that we have tried out today, this is my favourite, and just wait for it. Da, da, da. It's got a rose on it. It's so cute. This is the makeup item that I've been most excited to try out in this haul, so let's give it a go. So before I apply this, I am actually going to swatch the product and take it on my finger and pop it on the back of my hand. It does feel very creamy to the touch as well. Oh my god, look at that. So there is the swatch. Hopefully you guys can see how reflective this highlighter is. Hopefully the shade isn't going to be too dark for me. I'm actually quite nervous because it might be a little bit too dark. So let's just give it a go. Tap off the excess and let's apply. Oh my god. That looks so pretty. And it's not too dark either, which I'm quite happy about. And I do like to take it on the apples of my cheeks as well. Oh god, this is so blinding. Wow. If you don't like a blinding highlighter, this is not going to be for you. People from Mars are going to see you with this. Oh my god. I'm going to take it on my nose, on my cupid's bow, on my chin. Literally like cover my whole face with this. Oh, that's a bit too much. If you feel like you've gone too overboard with a highlighter, you can just dim it down with a brush. But this is amazing. Like, I love this highlighter. So what I'm going to do is do my mascara and lashes off of camera and give you my final thoughts on all of the products. Okay, so I'm back and the lashes are on, the mascara's on and the lip is on. I popped on the Revolution lipstick in the shade Val as well, which I really like this colour. I don't think I've actually worn this colour from my makeup collection just yet. Okay, so thank you guys for staying to the end of the video. If you've made it this far, well done. I'm just going to wrap up the video with my final thoughts on some of these products. The face mask, absolutely love it. Along with all of the face masks, like, they are absolutely amazing. All of these face masks that I have tried out already, like, I love them. I do feel like the donut one is still my favourite, but the mint chocolate chip one that we tried out today does come close second. If you want to see me obviously apply the avocado face mask, definitely go over and check out my Instagram just so you can see my final thoughts on this one, because I don't have a final thought on it just yet. With the eye cream, I do really like this eye cream. If you want to see me testing this eye cream out, go over and check it out on my Instagram. But I do actually really like this, but I feel like I need to try it out over time to see a significant difference to my under eyes. The primer, I do feel like it is very, very identical to the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I do still love my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I just feel like this felt very like slimy on my face. I do still like it, and I do still like the effect that it has given my foundation. I just prefer the consistency and the way that the e.l.f. one performs on my face. But that doesn't mean to say that I'm not going to ever use this ever again, because it does work. But the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, in my opinion, is my favourite out of the two. I feel like it's going to be very hard to deter me from my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. The foundation, I was actually really shocked with the foundation. Like, my skin, I have been filming for probably about an hour since I've applied this, and my skin still does look really, really nice. It hasn't really like started to go funny in any areas. Obviously I do get a lot of creasing on my chin because I have a sticky out chin and I get creases there, but my forehead looks fine, my rest of my face looks fine. So I will update you guys on how this lasts in the description box for you guys throughout the rest of the day. But so far so good. I really like this so far. The concealer, already have an opinion on it. I do really like this concealer, hence why I repurchased it, so that is my opinion on that. I do really like it, and I do definitely recommend this concealer for a cheaper alternative from the drugstore. The I Heart Revolution Banana Scented Baking Powder. I am kind of disappointed that this doesn't work for my skin tone now, but needless to say, I will obviously reach for this when I do have a bit more of a tan going on. I do obviously get tans from being out in the sun, but more cases than none, I usually have more spray tans than anything. So if I do get a spray tan soon, which I probably will, then I will try this out when I have a spray tan next. The scent of this is really nice. The performance of it, like the way it's made my skin look, it definitely has made my skin look really nice and smooth. It's just a shame that the colour's just not right for me. So the last three products are the compacts from Revolution Pro. The CC Perfecting Pressed Powder. I love this. This is like a really good cheaper alternative for the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish little compact. It definitely performs the same, and I do feel like the warm ivory shade for me does definitely give me that bright under eye, and it definitely did save this makeup look. So I do really like this, and I feel like this is going to be like my new favourite pressed powder. The bronzer, I do really like it. The colour of this is really nice. I could do with the next shade down, like the lighter shade than this, because I don't know why I didn't get the lightest shade, because I am quite pale, but I don't know, maybe I picked the wrong one, I don't know, but I do want to purchase the lighter one and see if that's any different. The colour of this isn't bad by any means, I just really want to try out the lighter one as well and see if that works for me. But it did perform a little bit weird on this side of my cheek, but the rest of my face it did perform really nicely, blended out really nice, and the pigment is still there and looks really nice. So the last product, the highlighter, I absolutely love this. I think this is definitely going to be like my new favourite highlighter from the drugstore, and obviously for it being a drugstore item, like all of these feel very luxurious, like they do have a little bit of weight to it and they feel very sturdy, and I just think the packaging overall for this whole Revolution Pro collection, like for all of this, the collection itself is just aesthetically pleasing. And I did want to purchase the little quad that you get from this collection. I think the one that I wanted was sold out, that's why I didn't purchase it, but I definitely want to purchase it and try that out as well, so maybe I'll purchase that in the future because this collection is just spot on with packaging and the performance of the products. So there you have it guys, that is my full review of some new Revolution skincare products and makeup products that I have purchased recently, and I'm mega happy with how this look has turned out. Obviously we haven't got any eyeshadow on, but my base does look really nice, but again I will update you guys down in the description how my foundation lasts throughout the day. So if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell just so you can be notified when a new video does go live. And yeah, that is it. I hope everyone is still staying at home and is staying safe. I know that this can be a tough time for a lot of us. I want to just say a massive appreciation for all of the key workers that are still keeping this country running. My other half, Jason, is still going out to work and putting himself on the line to deliver people's food shopping for them as well. So I just say thank you to all of the key workers, every nurse, every doctor, every postman, every delivery driver, just everyone who is still working right now. I salute you and I say thank you. So there you have it guys, that is the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed and I hope you guys are having a lovely morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in this beautiful world of ours, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.